Hi, welcome to my Scrapping Space. I'm Joni Martin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Southwest Wisconsin, and I'm here to share with you a card kit that was released by Stampin' Up! In November of 2025. What do you say we get my face out of the way and we look at this amazing kit? So each month, Stampin' Up! Releases 2 kits, and this is one of the 2 kits released in November. It is called Adventure Awaits Kit. It makes 9 cards, 3 of each of the card designs, and they're so easy. They come with everything you need. For this kit, really, it has the adhesives and everything. I'm going to take a second and show you the directions, and then I'm going to make one of each card with you so you see how easy they are. So your directions will come like this. It shows you on the front how many cards you're going to make. It shows you that it includes the envelopes. And then, if you're like me, I like to open the kit and kind of divide it up into pieces. This shows me all the pieces I need for card number 1, all the pieces I need for card number 2, and all the pieces I need for card number 3. And right here for number 2, it shows me I can choose between which of the sentiments I want. This is a Stampin' Up! Product, so it coordinates with all the other Stampin' Up! Products. So if I just want to make one of each of the cards the way they're meant to be, and I want to play with the pieces and do something else, this tells me what Stampin' Up! Cardstock coordinates, so it will be easy for me to make some alternate cards. Let's make the cards according to the kit. So I pulled the pieces out. In addition to the card pieces, you also get adhesive. And in this kit, the adhesive includes dimensionals, lots of these little glue dots. And I just wanted to show you, I just pulled out the pieces. I made one set and pulled out for another. But this is how the pieces come. They'll be in a die sheet and you can just pop them out, as do the words. And I wanted to point out the words because Stampin' Up! Is in other places other than North America. This kit comes in other languages, so you're just going to look for English unless you want another language, and that's what you're going to pop out. So I'm going to move some of these pieces aside, and I'm not going to use these because I have partial sheets of glue dots and dimensional, so I'm going to use those up, but that's what would come with the kit. Okay, card number 1, we're looking at the directions. And the other thing, again, because we're in other countries, there's no words on here. So you just look at the pictures, which actually makes it kind of easy to do. So we're going to pull these 2 cards aside. We'll do those in a minute. I also have with me my Take Your Pick tool because it's just easier to use with the adhesives. You could use your fingernails, or if you have snips, you could use the end of those. I'm going to leave this card up here so we know what we're doing. And I want to point out a couple things about the directions. These open circles mean we're going to use the dimensionals. And the dimensionals are these sheets that are sticky on both sides, and they make something pop up a little bit. These dark circles mean we're going to use the glue dots. And they are sticky on both sides, but they're flat. Now, if you're a paper crafter already and you have other adhesives, you could also use multi-purpose glue. You could just use what else is in your stash, whatever adhesive you're comfortable with. But you could also take this kit with you if you're traveling or sending it as a gift. It would have everything you need in there. So let's put this together according to the directions. And the first thing I see is this shape has these circles on the back. And it even shows you where I want to put those dimensionals. So let's grab that. I'm just going to pull out the kit we need and put the other ones aside. Comes with the envelope and the card base. And I pulled out all the pieces from where this page where I showed you what it told me to take apart. That's what I did. Now I'm going to follow the directions to put it together. So on this piece, on the back of here, I'm going to put some dimensionals. And again, I'm just using up some partial sheets I have, but you would have what you need in the kit. Just like that. And I put them to match where they told me to in the directions. Now I'm going to peel off the backs. I have on the side of my table, my workspace here, just a little bowl, because these, you want somewhere to contain those backings right away. They are really staticky, which means they stick to everything. So they'll stick to your clothes or your shoes, and then they'll travel with you wherever you go. You'll find them all through your house. This way, you have them contained. So I'm going to take my card base, fold it. There's even a fold line, so I know where to fold it. And I'm going to eye it up about where they put it. It's your card. You can decide where you want to do these things. That part's done. Then they used glue dots to attach this tree. We can do that. And the glue dots, this is where it's handy to have just some little tool you can grab these from. And they put just 3 of them on there. So that's what we're going to do. So I have them there, and now I'm going to take off the backs. And they also want to be contained because they're also going to stick to everything. They're just a little harder to pick up than the back of the dimensionals, but you can do it. Sometimes it's just easier for me to pull them off. Okay. Then I'm going to look where they put the tree on there. And again, it doesn't have to be exact, guys. We're eyeing it up. No one's going to get your card and say, I think that tree is off by 1/8 of an inch. They're going to say, someone made me a card. Now let's talk about the truck. You could attach the truck just like this, but they included vellum. And vellum is like an opaque paper. And what it does is, look, when you put it on here, it looks like there's glass in that truck. It just kind of brings your card up another level. They used glue dots to attach it, and you could do that. If you happen to have some kind of liquid glue, this would be a great use for it, and I'll show you why. I'm going to just put a little bit along the base of the truck there. And then when I attach this vellum, because it's liquid glue, you can move it around to get it where you want. And what I want is from the front, I don't want to see that vellum. And see how I kind of have that windshield sticking out there? We don't want that because we wouldn't drive down the road with the windshield sticking out. There we go. I can move it around, and that's where I want it. Now, I want to point out something about this luggage. Let's take this piece of luggage. The luggage itself is this long piece and this piece. This extender right here is just to attach it, and they're showing you in the directions that you're going to put the glue dot on the extended piece. And we're going to do that for each piece of luggage. This is a perfect use of a glue dot. We're going to put one here. And we're going to put one here. And they're going to go in the back of the truck. And even though they show you here from the back so you know where to put the adhesives, I found it was easier to line them up from the front of the truck. My first one, my luggage was looking a little wonky. So I'm going to line this up so I only see from here down. That extender is going to get hidden. But that glue dot's going to hold it in place for me. Then we're going to take the other piece of luggage. Now your luggage could look a little wonky. It's in the back of a truck. It could be, you know, moving around. And this piece is going to go this way. There we go. And I'm going to just kind of have it so it overlaps and doesn't come out of our truck. There's our truck filled with luggage. And on the back here, we can see there's 3 dimensionals here and 2 on the luggage. We're going to use the dimensionals as a little bit of like insurance to make sure they're not going to move. So this isn't exactly where they were on the directions, but this is holding those 2 pieces of luggage in place because they're touching the truck and the luggage. And you get plenty of dimensionals. You can use more than they say. And then we're going to peel off the backs. Oops, sorry guys, I know that's really noisy. Glass against glass. And we're going to put the truck on the road. And we're just going to do that. Then this says, let the adventure begin. I think that would be great for a fun college card, a wonderful retirement card, someone moving, and that's going to get attached to right here. But you wouldn't need to. You could leave that off and make this a birthday card. Lots of things you could do with it. You could leave the luggage out and make it a birthday card. I'm going to use my multi-purpose glue again. That's just faster, but you could use the glue dots that came with it too. And we're going to grab those. Oh, let's make sure our word's going the correct way though. We don't want adventure to be upside down. And I'm just lining let the adventure begin along the bottom of there. And I have a card. The inside is white and blank. You could write a note, you could stamp a sentiment. There we go. Card 1 done. We'll get card 1 out of the way and we'll look at card 2. This is such a great kit. So our card number 2 is here. This is more of a cityscape and it has a convertible. Can't go wrong with a convertible, folks. Okay. So I have my pieces separated. And again, you could assemble these however you want. You wouldn't have to use the same color. I mean, like you could put different pieces on different card bases. It's your card. Just like we did before. I'm going to just move my envelope and get these pieces to the side here, guys. Oh, okay. This one, let me show you what I'm talking about. See how this one has luggage? I'm going to use balloons on this one because they give you choices and that's really nice. So one has luggage. I'm just looking for the directions here. This one shows both of them just like they did here. So if you're driving by to say hello, you could put the luggage in like I did that, or cruising to another year, you could put the balloons in. Let's do the balloons. So on the back of here, we're going to put just like the directions show us. Just like that. Then we're going to peel off the backs. And attach that to our card front. Stampin' Up kits have improved over the years. They've been making them for a while and they keep learning and they give us more variety and they release typically 2 a month, sometimes 3 a month. So there's lots of choices. I think kits are wonderful for someone who, spends somewhere part of the year in another part of the country, like snowbirds. You have kits with you if you travel and you like to craft. Some of the kits I've taken when we visited our little ones, and they're just really fun to put together. This one does not have, because there's not really a window there, we don't have to worry about attaching the adhesive. But we have this fun little tree. And we can do the glue dots. Again, just because it's faster, I'm going to do a little bit of the multi-purpose glue. And that's going to line up right here. Kind of, right here in the green, and we're going to just do that. But again, it's your card. You can put it wherever you want. Then, on the back, we're going to add some dimensionals. Before I do that last one, I want to show you what I'm going to do with the balloons. I want the balloons maybe coming like right out the back, right? Like that, okay? I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to stick a glue dot roughly underneath where I want the bottom of the balloons to be. And you can, I check it like, yeah, I like that. Okay, then I'm going to take my last dimensional and I'm going to, just like I did with the last one, I'm going to have the dimensional hold both pieces in place. There we go. And then we're going to put that, this one's kind of up here. And cruising to another year. Love this card. go. And that's kind of going to just fit in here. Now the card is done according to the kit directions, but I want to share something with you that I keep on my crafting table at all times ready to use, and that is a wink of Stella. If you're not familiar with it, think of it like glitter in a brush form. I haven't used it today, so I'm going to shake it up really good. And it's all in a brush. It doesn't make a mess. I wish I would have had this when I was teaching. Glitter was kind of like the end of us. Kids loved using it, and we paid for it days later. And I'm just putting a little bit of shine and shimmer on those balloons. And yep, can you see that? How quick and easy was that? There we go. We have a great birthday card ready in no time at all. Write a note, stamp a birthday sentiment, and that one is done. Let's do our last one. And that one, there we go for our beach lovers. So we're going to grab the pieces, and you're going to be able to figure out how to do this by now. It follows the same format. That's the other nice thing about this kit is they're very easy to put together, and you don't have to do it a certain way. I have found many of our kits work really well with kids. Okay, now I'm at the end of these little pop-off dimensionals, but I'm not at the end of using this sheet. I'm going to take my snips, and I'm going to cut these apart, and I'm going to use the edges because they work just great. And we're just going to do that. And one more. Now, don't you be one of those people who throws away the outside edges. Those are great pieces of dimensionals. I have a dear friend I've met through Stampin' Up. She has got to be the kindest, most generous person. She's always remembering you and reaching out. And she throws away the outside edge of her dimensionals. She doesn't use them. She doesn't have the time, she says, or it's too much work. I explain to people that is her only character flaw. Amy tosses away the outside edge. But you know what? She's so perfect in other ways, we let her get by with it. But seriously, do not do that. Do not be an Amy. Use all of your dimensional sheets. Okay, look at this tree. Look at that palm tree. All the detail in there. We're going to just grab a couple little glue dots and attach it. It's so light, it doesn't need much, but we do need to attach it. And with the glue dots, you're just looking for a place that the glue dot's going to fit and you don't see it from the front. It's not only that you don't want to see it, you don't want that stickiness on the front because it could attach to something else. So then I'm going to peel off the back like so. There we go. And we're going to, this is why you see me sometimes grab the multi-purpose glue, because it just takes me a second longer. And those of you who know me know that patience is not a strength of mine. But if you use the multi-purpose glue in this, you want to just use just a little bit because we don't want it coming out from behind the tree and making a mess. And that's just going to land there. Now, this is another one, though, where we're going to use the vellum. So we're going to turn that over. We're going to do just a touch of this multi-purpose glue because that allows us to attach. Just move it around like you saw me do with that other one. I'm just moving a couple pieces here because I almost forgot the surfboard the first time I put this together. Though you could put it together without a surfboard. You could put it together without any of the luggage. You could just do this. But since I'm showing you how to put the kit together, let's follow the directions. Oh, isn't that fun? So then we are this far in the directions. We've attached. And now they're showing me that I'm going to attach. Remember that little extender piece on the luggage before? I'm going to put a glue dot there and put it behind the surfboard. So we're going to grab another glue dot and just put it on the bottom here. And I'm going to pop off that backing. And then the surfboard, we're just going to, again, do it from the front so you can see where. And we're going to line that up so the luggage is on top of the surfboard. Do I have the surfboard going the right way? Apparently I do. Actually, it looks like it's two surfboards. Having never been on a surfboard or actually even seen anyone surf in person, I am just guessing at how we're doing. Now, this is going to fit, oh, look at like right there, right on the top of it. So remember that trick from before. First, we're going to do just a glue dot to tell it where we want it to hold on. Then we're going to grab a dimensional, and that's going to help hold it in place for us too. And that's the benefit of these little side pieces. Because watch, we're going to just grab a little one here. I wasn't going to take these backings off, but I am. I wasn't going to because I don't need them for adhesive, but we're just going to get them out of the way. There we go. Then I'm going to hold that up so you can see that. I'm using that dimensional to hold these two pieces together, but I don't have it down here where you would see it through the open window. And while we're at it, we'll put another one up here. And then we're just going to put a couple down below. So that one can go there, and this one can go here. You guys are gone. There. Okay, we're going to take the backings off, like so. And this is getting attached to here. And the saying that we can use on it is enjoy the journey. Look at that. So this kit makes 3 cards, each with their own envelope. We'll get the envelopes out of the way so you can see that. Get my little trash bowl out of the way. And the kit was released in November 2025. You can check my website to order. If you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And this is called Adventure Awaits Kit. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it more than you know. If you liked what you saw, please share it with your crafty friends. And until next time, take care and keep crafting. It's good for you.